The butt baby?
For those of you concerned that maybe the nightmare was coming to an end, don't you worry. Your boy Nesquik is here to help. Or maybe I'm not. Because here's the thing. While what you're looking at is horrifying, I did a little intensive research. And I found that the product we're looking at right now is not what it was presented to be. Unfortunately, this is a little tomfoolery, a little Twitter hoaxery, if you will. Let me explain. So, a little backdrop here for those of you that are watching in the far future. First off, hello. I hope we won the war. But you have to understand something that's happened very recently that gives the butt baby some nice context. And that is everyone's favorite big titty wood shopping teacher GF from hell. Yeah, it's a great time to be alive right now. Basically, you have a wood shopping teacher up in Canada who wore this to class. And apparently it's not a joke. Apparently it's not a one-off. Apparently this is very gender affirming. This is what this trans teacher needs to feel good about themselves and very feminine, and the school actively supports this. Now, this has been a bit of a hot button issue online. I like to think of myself as pretty even-handed, so the Nesquik official opinion on it is, regardless if you're trans or not, this is fucking delusional. Like, I've actually heard some people say that this is actually just a joke. Like, it's some kind of deep op. Like, the teacher is actually secretly super, based and whatnot, and they're just trying to make a point about how far trans people will go sometimes in the sake of being gender affirming, in the sake of trying to feel like the gender they're trying to be. And I kind of hope that's real, but until we actually have any hard evidence that it isn't, I'm just going to presume that this is just some fucking schizo that probably needs to stop taking estrogen pills and needs to take some fucking schizo meds. Because, I mean, just look at this. This is clearly inappropriate. This is highly questionable to do this around minors. You know, I'm sorry. If you need this to feel good about yourself, you're insane. Like, you're actually fucking insane. You're never going to feel good about yourself. Honestly, have you considered your options? I mean, it is Canada, folks. But anyways, that popped out just a few days before the butt baby image went around. And thus you can kind of see how this is, yet another thing in the same vein and how this image got circulated. The butt baby. A prosthetic baby that can be inserted deep into the loving embrace of the rectum, where a trans woman can experience and celebrate the miracle of childbirth. Comes in white, brown, and Bushmen of the Kalahari. See, I gotta admit, when I first read this, I didn't read that subline there. And I'll be honest, I've seen transgender forums, I've seen Reddit. There are people that talk about how they desperately need to shit out a baby in order to feel like a real woman. Like how they have to chest feed. There's a fucking argument right now about breastfeed versus chest feed. Which, I mean, I pray for those fucking babies, just putting that out there, right? But the top part here at least is somewhat believable. Bushmen of the Kalahari was the dead giveaway. Okay, I'm sorry, alright? I'm fucking sorry, I shouldn't have believed this. But here's the thing. As I mentioned before, do a little Googling, and I actually found it. On a very reputable and totally not degenerate website, of course. And you can see here, it comes in at a lofty $300 for this 13-inch monstrosity. I mean, I'm sorry, folks. I don't think we can blame inflation on that. I think this is just I think this is a very specialty item for some, right? However, here's the thing. Looking beyond everything else that's wrong with this page, notice how the terms gender reaffirming or trans don't show up anywhere in the product description? Yeah, I think that tells you everything to know. What probably happened was the story about the wood shopping teacher came out. Someone saw that, and they saw the butt baby, and they're like, hey, let me put a joke together. And, fuck, it worked, right? This image did the rounds, everyone had a laugh, or actually, I think most people, like myself initially, didn't realize it was a joke, and they just got more and more horrified at the state of the world around them. Whoops. And, yeah, there you go. So, well done, Trollster. You did it. Excellent. Although, this is a real product that does really exist that I probably could really actually buy. And, it not being something for trans people to feel better about themselves, it kind of raises some other questions. Like, why is this dildo in the shape of a baby? Why do your kinks involve babies? Are you a pedophile for babies? All of which are fantastic questions I know we're never gonna get the answer to, so there you go, folks. The butt baby. It's not real, but it's also still very real. Fuck.